disc.
Thanks so much, guys. And yeah, the very first win for SK Gaming. Congratulations, Sven and Candy Panda. I don't know who of you wants to try and talk some sense into this game, because from our side, it looks very, very chaotic. Do you feel like you got kind of sucked into the madness versus the Unicorns?
No, I don't think so. I think like the game was really weird because they always engaged us and we tried to like kite back and then win through that. So we were never like the active part in the game. That's why it looked like so weird, because either they won the engage, like they engaged us and then the Na and Echo like killed their backline, or they engaged us, I died, and then it's like this really sloppy fight because we never like engaged them at all.
Sven, how do you feel you come into play? Because obviously you went for the Echo. You do have the tools to engage, but you always ended up using them defensively. Do you feel like you could have done something differently, or?
Our kind of weakness right now as a team is kind of like we're undecisive in like really starting the fight. Like in this game, we were always the ones to get engaged upon instead of us engaging. So they always chose the better fights, but in the end they chose the wrong fight, so we actually won. But as Echo, it's like really good as a tank, because you just build full tank and you go in and tank a lot of damage, and then you can just ult back out and be like half HP, and then you can go in again.
Yeah, you said you are indecisive, but I think it's actually Unicorns who were even more indecisive than you. Like, they were going for that Baron, but they didn't really know what to do. And meanwhile, Freddy is like very slowly pushing down turrets at bot lane, and they are just like, they have a Kalista, they're just not doing the Baron.
Yeah, we were playing with fire there. Like, if we would have gotten caught there, then the game would be over. But yeah.
In the end, Freddy made some really good decisions, and we actually have a replay coming up on the screen because you guys managed to fight back. Here's actually the turning point in that end game. Candy, maybe you can talk us through that. We can roll the clip as you guys end up defending this.
Yeah, so right here, I'm just scared of the Lee Sin, like queuing me and then kicking me back, or the Orianna like flash ulting me. So I'm just playing defensive, then they go in and force the turret. So now I just remember I instantly die here because I get like flash taunted, and then I just get Ori ulted, and then I die. But Freddy and Sven get a really good catch on the backline, and then we just clean up from there.
When Caddy died, I actually thought this fight was like lost, but then I see, oh, Freddy's coming in with like a huge Gnar ult, so we could actually turn it around.
Yeah. It's beautiful to see how that worked out, even though he died quite quickly.
Yeah, that worked out perfectly.
Yeah, and the casters were saying, why didn't you guys do that every time? But as you guys said already, lacking the decision-making to get into this fight. And this is going to go on for a while, that ending duel. I do want to get back to something that we heard you say, Sven, in the feature beforehand, where you said, well, I don't really feel like I can make this much of an impact. You got to help snowball the winning lanes, but I don't really feel I can extend anything. Fox said kind of a similar thing, that he feels like he can't impact the game. How do you think you can mediate that? Because you do see here, if it goes well, Freddy and you together, and that combo, you can make fights happen and win those games.
Yeah, and this game I wanted to try and like get Fox ahead, because it's something we didn't really try and do the other weeks. And we actually got a kill mid, but we played pretty bad. Like, we didn't really gain anything from it, and I even died in my own jungle when it like shouldn't happen, and every lane was kind of winning this game, so I think it was just a pretty sloppy game from us.
All right, well, but a win is a win, even though it's your first win. Maybe a final question for Candy. Obviously, you're rejoining the lineup. Tell me about the things, how they are going to progress for SK Gaming, knowing that this is only your first win after 6 games.
Yeah, I mean, for me, after like losing the first 2 games in week 1, I lost like a lot of confidence. So for me, it's all about building that up again, because right now I feel like it's not even a problem with me, but it's like with everyone that we're not confident enough to push our advantages, you know. So that's mainly about it for me, and I think the team in general.
All right, well, you guys can take a lot from this win, at least. Congratulations. A win is a win for SK Gaming. In just a few minutes, the Copenhagen Wolves and H2K will square off in our last match to close out the day. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.
Like, we should start a petition to get new chairs.
No, yeah, I'm in.
No joke, this chair's like reducing my skill.
Shockwave only catches Fox, but the petrifying gaze locks up Unicorns of Blood. Here comes Freddy with his frozen mallet. His kickers goes down on the back line.
Okay, nice. 3 seconds, 3 seconds, that's all.
I can't follow.
I can don't Candy Panda.
Coming.
I shield you.
I heal you.
The Wild Growth is going to knock him out, but this a massive fight as Candy Panda gets taken out. Hylissang is continuing to get the shields and the saves and the line. Forced to get the heal from Mikhails and try and make his way out. Parallel converges into a 4-man Gnar. against the inhibitor.
Go towers. Nexus. Kill tower. Yeah, good job, guys.
And SK break their losing streak.